Hey everybody, it's been a minute since we put out a video here, but one that I think would be a timely follow-up to a video that was done last year on farming in a crisis. We are still in aftershocks of a crisis, continued type of crisis, but what really needs to be paid attention to right now, if you have your own farm, you're direct to retail, you control the end price of your product, is paying attention to inflation. There's been a lot of talk going on about it in the news. You know, the Fed saying there's really not inflation, but if you are at Lowe's or you have been buying feed, you know inflation is going on for sure. Feed prices have gone up quite significantly, supplement prices, minerals, things like that. Pressure treated lumber prices have gone up 170% in some cases. Everything has gotten more expensive. And so if you are not continually running cost analysis on your business expenses, on your cost of goods for your various enterprises, you very quickly can get into a scenario where you are falling out of profitability and even into loss on your products if you are continuing the prices that you had last year or the year before. So if it's something you haven't done lately, you need to go back and crunch the numbers on everything involved with your enterprise to see if your prices that you're charging your customers are still reflecting what it costs you to produce that, plus your profit margin. Don't let the successes of last year for a lot of direct to retailers, the sales boom you had, don't let that all slip away from you this year because you are now undercharging. It may seem odd, it may seem unfair, it may seem guilty or whatever to go back and have to raise your prices every 6 months or every 3 months. But you always have to be in a position where you are making a profit on, there was a huge old snake in the road there, I just swerved around it. You always have to be in a position where you are covering the cost basis of your product and making a profit. It's up to you. Your customers are not going to do this. It is up to you, if you're the bean counter or the bean counter in your farm, to make sure this is happening. So we already had to send out an email to a lot of our buyers for piglets earlier on in the year and say, hey, we're having to raise the price on this because prices are being raised on us. Corn is up a couple bucks a bushel, lumber's way up. So even things that you would not think about, but you have to continually have a replacement cost built into your price, you need to be looking at. Shelters, structures, barns, there needs to be a small portion of your price that is accounting for the replacement cost of those items, because inevitably it will come, and if you're undercharging for that, you won't have the capital there to rebuild those pieces of gear or infrastructure that you have. So just my heads up today, I was just listening to another podcast where they were talking about inflation was up over 1% in January, over 1% for March, and so annualized out we're looking at 11% inflation for this year. Don't know if that's going to happen or not, but certainly we all can feel it. I know you can feel it, I can feel it, that the value of the dollar is sliding off and that these inputs are becoming more expensive. So be alert, crunch your numbers, and raise your prices accordingly as you need to. That's what I got for you guys today. We'll see you around. Remember to get after it and get after your bean counting. Catch you next time. Later.